Halls of a Four Seasons loft. In Austin, I stalled, pause. My eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and we're joined by my boy, Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. It's been a minute, brother.
Yeah, happy Friday.
It's beautiful outside.
I'm finally recovered from New Orleans.
Well, brother, it only took a week. That's all. Only took a week. I don't know.
I'm not a spring chicken like I used to be.
Hey, we were talking about we don't know what's worse, Vegas or New Orleans.
Oh man, I think New Orleans probably because it sneaks on you.
Yeah.
Vegas, you know what you're getting into.
Well, you're mentally prepared more for Vegas, I think. Vegas, you're just like, okay, it's Vegas. We know it's going to be crazy. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Where Memphis, where the other one is just like, oh shit, here we go. Let's just get it on. Let's have some fun.
I mean, and especially with Jazz Fest, because Jazz Fest is just, every night music goes till 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, now you were telling me
It's
who
just
was
crazy.
who was that y'all were jamming with? Who was it?
So so the first day we caught CeeLo, and I tell you what, I haven't heard CeeLo in 10, 15 years probably, but he did a whole concert, a whole set, an hour and a half set of just James Brown, and full band, Johnny Girls. It was great.
Man, that's just crazy, man. But you know what? That would have been fantastic because people just don't understand how good James Brown's music was. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really good. Well, hey.
So then we caught that. Of course, we caught Lionel. Next day.
Man. Woo, Lionel, dude.
And then then after that we watched the Who. Caught the Who for about an hour, and then we caught Nelly for about an hour.
Yeah, the Who is coming to Oklahoma City.
And they were good.
Yeah, somebody was telling me the Who was coming to Oklahoma City. Who was that? One of my friends. She was telling me that that they're going to see the Who. I think it's like next week or the week after. It's pretty soon they're coming. So.
Then we finished it off with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Flea was playing his Los Angeles Lakers guitar, which was cool.
Oh, so he's back to being a Laker fan now. Speaking of,
I think you got to see your true Laker fans if they're sporting the gear these days.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. I'm a true Laker fan, but until Zero leaves, because me losing, you have your ups and downs. Because there was that period when Wilt was gone, we got Kareem, but Kareem was by himself. You added Magic, the Lakers went off. Then they kind of had a lull again. Then you added Shaq, and then you added Kobe, and then the Lakers were back on top for a while. And then they kind of dipped a little bit, and then, you bring LeBron, and 2 out of 4 years he did not make the playoffs, and that's why, everybody talks about LeBron. I'm like, we've all said, yeah, you went to 8 straight finals or whatever in the East.
In the East.
Come to the West, and let's see if you can do that. Yeah. And you've gone 2 out of 4 years. You've gone to the playoffs 2 out of 4 years.
You beat up on the Wizards and the Knicks.
Yeah, and all that over there, man. Come on, man.
Magic.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's pathetic, so.
And barely beat the Magic on a half-court shot at the buzzer.
Right. And you got to think about this, too. On top of that, he only won, 2 out? He was 2-6?
Yep.
Well, 3. Well, I guess he won 3 because he won 2 with Miami and 1 with Cleveland.
2 in Miami and 1 in Cleveland.
Yeah, and the 1 in Cleveland, I still say, and, we're going to talk about Brooks's Fragrant, too. I still say to this day, had Draymond not kicked him in the balls, they would have won 4-1. Cleveland was not coming
was in
back.
his prime back then too.
Yeah.
Draymond was trouble.
Yeah, he was. But and they were trouble. But I told people, I said,
Yep.
had he not done that, they would have won Game 5.
Yep.
And they almost won
Turn
Game
the
5.
turn the whole series.
Yep. And I said it'd have been over, but they didn't do it. So that's how it works. But anyway, brother, let's get into it. By the way, we want to thank our latest sponsor, YNB, family owned and
Yes,
operated
sir.
since 1912. The bank that makes things happen.
Make things happen.
Yes, sir. And you can qualify online going to www.ynbok.com to get pre-qualified for loans, any kind of loans, cars, houses, whatever. So go online at www.ynbok.com. Well, Drew, you know
Stop in and say hi to my. Stop in and say hi to my mama.
yeah. I love your mama, by
She
the way.
loved that.
I love your mom. She go, that
It's her
boy.
birthday. It was her birthday a couple days ago. So happy birthday, mama.
Oh yeah, of course I wished her happy birthday. I mean, come on, I wish Caroline happy birthday. I was like, hey, now, they're sponsoring we're going to be going to different minority and black-owned businesses
Nice.
at least once a week, and we're going to try to get it up to twice a week. But right now, we're going to be going once a week to minority-owned businesses, and of course, Y&B is the sponsor for that. So we're excited that they could help generate interest and help market minority and black-owned businesses in the east side of Oklahoma City. So I'm excited
Most definitely.
to have them join in. So, but anyway, Drew, we're sitting there talking about we got the games tonight. We got the Mavericks and the Suns.
There's gonna be some good games tonight. There are gonna be some people that got to win tonight, or they're going to the barbecue.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, because the Suns and Mavericks. Now we're gonna go over your picks here in a little bit, but so right
Okay.
now, you got the Suns and the Mavericks, and then you got the Sixers and the Heat. And
Is Embiid playing tonight?
man, they hadn't said yet, Drew. I hope he does, but we don't know. I mean, did you hear anything about that?
Well, the line tells me he's playing. If I think that if he wasn't, they'd probably, the Heat would probably be a 4 or 5 point favorite.
It
But
says
being a
It
just
said
want,
it said that he's listed as out for Game 3, but
Oh,
he did
wow.
but he did clear concussion protocol.
wow.
So if he misses, it's over.
Yeah.
And
I don't think they have any chance to win without him.
no, I don't either. And the James Harden saga, dude, I just saw this deal where he had in January the 6th, dude, he had 33 points, and he hadn't smelled that in what, 4 months?
Oh yeah, easy.
And my question is, why would they pick up your $250 million contract?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
I don't know why they would
that's
do
kind
that.
of the same situation the Lakers are in. With those two guys, they kind of birds of a feather.
Yeah, I mean, you're screwed because James is
Yeah.
basically it's almost like he said, screw it. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to party. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. And I'm going to make myself look like a fool on the court, which is what he basically is doing. I mean, like the other day, and I don't know why I haven't heard people comment about this on all the different deals, but he and Maxey came out the game the other night together. James sat down.
Did you see that where he tried to sit next to him on the bench?
Yeah, and James sat down. Maxey went to the other end. I was thinking at first, I was like, oh, okay, there's more room. And then when James got up and sat next to him, and then he got up and sat where James was, I was like, wow, really?
Yeah.
I mean, wow. And then they came back, and then, of course, Maxey had 30 in the game the other night. And, when we go back, Drew, what I did is I broke down and I did the scores from each team. So I could go back and go, okay, here's who did what in the leading scores in those two games. And when you look at, I don't know if you can see it. I know you probably can't see it, but the Sixers and the Heat, okay? Harris had 21. Maxey had 31. Harden had 20. Dude, can he not shoot? Is 13 shots his limit? And he had 16 at halftime, Drew.
I mean, for them to win, he needs to be putting up 30 shots a game if Embiid's not playing. He needs to be at the free throw line 20 times. He needs to be shooting the ball 30 times. I
But
mean,
Drew,
for
can he
250
do
million,
that?
I'll shoot it 30 times.
But can he do that? Can he do that anymore? It's almost like he ran out of gas. He was James Harden of old in the
Yeah, I
first
mean,
half.
when he was at Houston, he was shooting it that many times. That wasn't but 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, but that
Two
was
years
under
ago.
D'Antoni's system. And
That's
then,
true, and that's
it's
who he
like,
wants. And that's who he wants back in Philly right now.
yeah, well, that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. And then on top of that, Drew, I'm sitting there looking at him, and it's almost like he's just said, screw it, okay? And he's
Yep.
just, whatever, I'm the third wheel here, you know? And I'm like, bro, you getting all this money. You're out of shape clearly because you were the old James Harden in the first half. You had 16, and then you scored 4 the second half.
Right.
And in that game, he had 5 points the first half. 5 shots the first half, 4 shots the second. Excuse me, 5 shots first quarter, 4 shots the second quarter, 3 shots third quarter, and 1 shot fourth quarter. I'm like,
Right.
how do you shoot it one time in the
Well,
fourth quarter?
he's got to take over in the fourth quarter. He's got to be driving the hole, living on the free throw line, especially because they're losing. I mean, if they're usually down 7, 8, 10 points in the fourth quarter, he's got to be living on the free throw line.
Yeah, but top that, Drew, they don't call the fouls they used to call for him, which kills him in the playoffs.
Nope.
And when you're going 1 for 5 from 3, clearly,
Yeah.
he won't shoot any mid-range shots anymore. He wants to shoot
Nope.
3 or layup. It's either 3 or layup.
And that step back three is a low percentage shot
Yep,
for him.
yep. Now it is because I don't think he works on his game. I think he goes to parties with the rappers and goes to the strip clubs, and I think that's what he does.
So
he doesn't care.
So I was thinking about this the other day. The 3, basically head cases in the NBA. You can add a couple to it, but Durant, Harden, and Westbrook. Imagine that locker room in Oklahoma City. Can you imagine?
Yep.
I mean, that just had to be an absolute turmoil every game.
But you know what, though? I think that back then they were so young. I don't think they are the way they are now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that because Kevin Durant and Harden couldn't coexist in New Jersey because KD was pissed that Harden came in out of shape. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? Are you serious?" Which is how Kobe felt about Shaq.
He's about that life. KD's about winning championships, and Harden's about
that life,
making money and partying with the rappers.
That's exactly what he's about. He doesn't care. And you know who it was? Kobe Shaq. It was Kobe Shaq. That's what that was. Kobe was like, "What? Shaq, we just won 3 in a row, dude. We can get 6, and you out of shape, and you trying to do rap videos. And what are you doing?" And Shaq regrets it now.
He was on the first train out to Miami.
Yep. And Shaq, because Kobe had him shipped out of there. Who are you going to take? Everybody goes, "Oh, I can't believe they picked Kobe over Shaq. Are you serious? That's not even up."
You got the second best player ever, and that's in shape, wanting to win championships. You go add Pau Gasol, you win 2 more.
Yep. And should have won 3 if Karl Malone could have lived up to any of his expectations.
Yeah, something.
God, dude, what a disappointment he was. Oh my God,
that was bad. That was they had Howard and Nash on that team.
Yep,
I mean, they just.
Well, Howard, you know how Kobe felt about Howard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? he wasn't too big of a fan of him.
No.
But anyway, okay.
Which he had every right not to be. I mean, the Dwight Howard that came back to L.A. for his second run when we won in the bubble, now that was a different Dwight Howard. That's somebody who wanted to win a ring.
They wanted to win a ring. And so let's talk about the Mavericks and the Suns. Is
going to be a war tonight. That's going to be a war.
A friend of mine, she's I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, I'm getting ready to go to the Mavericks game." I went, "Really?"
Did you say what time you coming by to pick me up?
Really? No, she's down there. She's living her best life down there, enjoying herself, going to the game. So she was flexing her rings the other day. The friend she's with, he had his championship rings on. She had those flexing on Snap. It was cracking me up. I love that girl. Anyway, it's going to be a war.
Good time down there tonight, Friday night, in the big lights.
Oh man, Dallas, man, Uptown. Uptown's going to be going crazy. The AAC is going to be insane. Deep Elements.
Just don't let Jerry Jones drive you to the game.
Well, first of all, is Cuban going to allow him in to show up? That's the first question. Are any Cowboys players going to be at the game? That's another question. I mean, do you really want the losers there? And we're going to talk about that today, Drew. We're going to talk about the Cowboys draft picks. We're going to talk about that and what grade you're going to give them on that.
Right.
But I agree. But the Suns and Mavs is going to be a hell of a game tonight. And if you had to think about it, can Luka really win? Can Dallas win with Luka holding on to the ball as much as he does? His ball usage rate, because Harden couldn't do it.
They need to get him some help. They've got to get it. They've got to get another scorer that can go get you 20, and create off the dribble where he can drive and kick and not have to come back and get the ball, what you're saying. Have to be ball dominant the whole time.
Or get him a couple more spot-up shooters. Because
exactly.
Brunson, let's face it, before he came back, Brunson had him rolling. And I told you,
Brunson is a shell of himself now that
he's back. I think they brought him back a game too early. To me, I still believe they should have let him get that one more game in and get that confidence, because I think Dallas would have beat them without Luka in Game 4. I really do. You bring Luka back Game 5, but he's just a total different player now. I mean, an absolutely total different player when you look at him now. It's just but Luka, the way he's scoring and stuff, I'm just going, man, can you really do that? Because when you look at that scoring from the game the other night, Drew, Bullock had 16, Luka had 35, Dinwiddie 11, Brunson 9.
But Brunson's got to be scoring 20. Bullock can't be getting 16.
No.
I like Bullock. He's a Tar Heel. Got a little piece of my heart, but he's not a guy that needs to be shooting the ball.
Nope. And then on the other side of that, you have Bridges with 11, Crowder with 15, Booker looks healthy with 30, and Chris Paul was just. And how about his
drive he had there late in the game where he got bumped and put it high up off the glass? Woo, man.
He was doing work, wasn't he, brother? Doing some work.
I like Booker.
Yeah. Hey, and then I would say in the playoff bracket, I'm pulling up the playoff bracket right now, Drew. And, okay, we've got Phoenix and Dallas. Phoenix is 2-0. We're going to – in fact, let's just do this, Drew, since we talked about that. Let's go ahead and do your picks, and then we'll come back to that, okay? So right now you have the Sixers +2.
Yeah, I may back off that. I thought Embiid was playing because I saw he cleared protocols. I bet that line skyrockets.
Yeah.
I may have to rethink that.
Yeah, because I'm just like, if he's not playing, they +2 at home. I mean, it seems like that's a good bet. They'll play better. But at the same time.
If he was playing.
Well, no, I'm just saying they'll play better anyway. But the question is, Harden, if he doesn't step up and do what he's got to do, and you can't blame Doc for that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because like I tell everybody, I still believe to this day, the reason why Embiid was in the game so late, because he either had something to do with minutes or something to do with points. There was a bonus somewhere in there. Because he's not – why would you leave him in there up 30 with 4 minutes to go? I mean, there had to be – because you notice the six, nobody really is mad about it. Embiid didn't say anything. Nobody said anything. So I believe he was in there because of some sort of bonuses that he was going to get for so many minutes. Right. Yeah, $100,000 or $1 million or whatever it was.
If you play so many in a series or whatever.
Yeah, so I think it had a lot to do with that as far as him getting some money, because that's the only thing to me that makes sense why he would have left him in there with 4 minutes to go up 30. So, but anyway.
But yeah, as far as my pick go, I still like the under a lot. I think that game is – Philly's got to slow it down. They're not going to beat them if it gets up into the 115, 110 or, 120, 112 or something like that. They've got to slow the game down and get Harden's got to live on the free throw line. I think they'll see a lot more physical basketball game tonight out of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They're going to have to.
Yep. And then you got the Mavericks. Oh, you like -1 at home, huh? The favorites.
I like the Mavericks tonight. I think the Mavericks even get it. I honestly think they get it even back up, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, they will see. And then, we'll talk about the games tomorrow as well. But so you got the.
I like the under in that game tonight, and the Mavs and the Suns too.
I saw that.
Both those games have gone over. The first two have gone over. I look for the Mavs to tighten up as well. They're going to have to. They can't let Phoenix get out and get 120 points.
No, no, they can't.
They'll be down 3-0.
Yep, and the Braves, of course, shocking. Man, you got to give me some Dodgers to know. Oh, here we go. Oh my God!
It's Hank Aaron night at Braves Ballpark tonight against the Brewers, who used to be the Milwaukee Braves.
Oh no, I know. Well, we know. Well, not everybody knows that, but yes.
A lot of celebration going on in there tonight. I look for the Braves. That's a big night in Atlanta. I look for them to come out and play well tonight.
Because that's
Reed's
where
on the mound.
Because that's where Henry Aaron that's where he started out in Milwaukee.
Yep.
Before they moved to Atlanta. So most people don't really know that. That was a nice history lesson there, brother. Way to stick it back in there. I like how you did that. Okay, we got.
I was going to give you the Dodgers today, but it got rained out. So,
dude, and speaking of that, we were talking about Clayton Kershaw. Dude, he is. Dude, he's just so nasty. It's just ridiculous. He ain't Sandy Koufax.
He came back this year with a vengeance. Sitting out last year.
Oh,
he's healthy.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny as I saw a deal and they were talking, Frank Robinson, the only guy to ever win the MVP in both leagues. And they were asking him about hitting pitchers, Bob, Gibson, and he goes, yeah, I hit him. Yeah, he was good. And I said, he goes,
Bob Gibson, Omaha, Nebraska.
Yep. And then he goes, you had to throw Nebraska in there somewhere, didn't you?
Sorry about
that. And so we were laughing because, he's sitting there and they goes, yeah, Sandy Koufax. He goes, yeah, no. Yeah, he was unhittable. Yeah, he goes, yeah, no. He goes, yeah, no. He goes, nobody hit Koufax. He goes, nobody hit Koufax. Nobody. And I was laughing because him and Gale Sayers, both careers were cut short. Gale, 5 years? Really, 4? Because that last, or 3, because those last couple of years he was not himself. Now, if that injury happened in today's game with him, it would have been no big deal. He'd have been back. But you look at him and Koufax, both of them make it into the Hall of Fame with shortened careers. And their careers were that just mind-blowing, if you want to say it that way, that you had to put them in. So I'm just like, wow. I mean, unbelievable. Anyway, let's get back to the bracket, brother. Phoenix, Dallas, you think it's going to be 2-1?
I honestly think if Dallas gets out one tonight, I think they win again Sunday. I think it goes back to Phoenix tied up.
You like that, right? You like Dallas tonight.
I do.
So it's 2-1.
I do.
So it's going to be 2-1. Golden State and Memphis.
That sets up for a great Sunday game. If you get Dallas and Phoenix in Game 4.
Oh, 2-1? Yeah. The NBA wants Dallas to win. We know that. Okay, how about Golden State and Memphis?
I think Golden State pummels Memphis in Game 3. Yep. I think they're pissed off about how the way they were treated down there in Memphis and how rough it got and no foul calls. You know that they've been on the refs, probably sending all kinds of film to the NBA.
Well,
I look for Golden State to live on the free throw line in Game 3.
How do you feel about Brooks' suspension?
I didn't like it, but
I did.
I mean, you did?
Oh yeah.
It's playoff basketball.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, Drew. You don't hit somebody in the air. I'm sorry.
I agree with that, but
okay,
but suspending them during the playoffs.
But Drew,
come on.
He didn't even go after the ball. He clearly was going after him. Okay. Right. He didn't even really jump. He just came across and smacked him across the head.
It was a hard, dirty foul.
It was
I'm in
dirty.
Agreement, but I don't know about a
this is why I say the suspension comes in. There's different ways to be physical. Okay.
Right.
Okay. There's different ways. I
mean, Kurt Rambis is rolling over.
No.
Right
okay,
now.
That was in the '80s. Okay, that's totally different. When we played, that was just a hard foul. Okay, I don't have any problem back in the day. You see what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. But in today's game, if you're going to do it that way, you need to send a message. And like Steve Kerr said, that's an unwritten rule, bro. You don't hit a guy in the air. He was totally defenseless. And you can see where he tried to put his hand down to break his fall and shattered his elbow. Yeah. So, to me, I like what the NBA did. They said, hey, look, enough of that. We ain't retaliating. If you retaliate, you costing your team. Right. There's no retaliation. That's the message they were sending, is that there's no retaliation going on here.
What was what happened to him? Did he hurt his elbow?
Yeah, he fractured his elbow. It broke him. Yeah, because when he came down, it fractured. That's why.
Okay.
That's why the NBA said okay. Because to me,
I hadn't seen the injury report yet. I didn't know that he fractured.
He's done. Now, see, to me, if you do that with Grayson Allen, okay, with what he did.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You sit him out for 5 games or 6 games.
Yeah.
Then guess what? Players like, oh, whoa, costing me how much money? Yeah, we
Right.
because I can promise you, if that had been happening, Dylan Brooks know if I do that, I'm going to sit out how many games, and it's going to cost me how
Yeah.
much money, and it could cost my team in the playoffs.
Right.
So I think the NBA was sending a message going, hey, enough. You can play physical without doing that. Because that was a dirty play.
Yeah.
That was a dirty
It
play.
was dirty.
Now,
It's
it was
you know me though. I mean,
retaliation. But
I'm a
Drew,
child of the '80s. I don't like the suspensions in the playoffs.
no, I mean to me, he deserved it. Because to me that ain't no
Yeah.
I don't
Well, now that I know his elbow is fractured,
yeah,
that's a bigger
he's
deal.
done. That's what I'm saying, he's done. So they just said, okay, enough. And I have no problem with the NBA doing that. So who do we like? So I think I agree with you. It's going to be a smash. I think Golden State handles them, and I think
Yeah.
they I don't think they shoot. What was it? 7 for 36.
Yeah.
I don't see that, Drew. I don't see them shoot 7 for 36 again. Do you?
It could go back to Memphis 3-1.
Yeah, I think so. Now on the other side, Miami and Philly. If Embiid doesn't play, it's Miami 3-0. You think?
They may sweep them.
You know what I'm saying?
Miami may sweep them without Embiid. That's such a. I mean, you're talking about 30 points, 15 rebounds, missing out of that lineup. I just don't. They don't have the horses on the bench to come in and replace him.
No,
Not
they
against
really
Miami.
don't.
Maybe
Not
if they're
against
playing
Miami.
the Bullets or somebody like that.
Yeah, and then you got Milwaukee and Boston. And those are the games.
I think that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, because what we're looking at for the games tomorrow on Saturday, which is going to be great because I'm at the gym all day. I'm at the gym from 7 to 5:30 tomorrow. So, yeah, I'll be trying to watch some basketball because that kid basketball downstairs is okay. But I'm going to try to be watching some NBA if I can. Because the Grizzlies and Warriors, we think the Warriors are going to handle their business easily. And the Celtics and Bucks, what do you think about that one? Are you there, Drew? I must have lost him. Are you there?
I lost you there, buddy. Sorry
okay,
about that.
You got that? Are you back? Okay, you're back. Okay,
back.
we both agreed the Warriors are going to handle their business. Tomorrow, the Celtics and Bucks. Who do you like?
I think the Bucks get them in Game 3, and that sets up for another war in Game 4.
Yeah, see, I think the Celtics are going to get them. I think that that Jaylen Brown and Tatum are going to go off on them again, and I don't think the Bucks have an answer for those. They clearly, Giannis is shooting 38% for both games, and really.
Well, Middleton's going to have 25. He's going to have 25, 26 points in Game 3. He's going to have to be.
He's not back.
The All-Star. He's not back.
No, Middleton's gone for. He don't come back for a while. I don't think Middleton is back, bro.
I didn't know. I didn't realize he was out for the playoffs.
Yeah, he was out for most of the playoffs, man.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I don't. Let me see. We were looking at the Middleton injury. He will miss Game 3 and 4, bro.
Ouch, that hurts.
Yeah, he's gonna miss Game 3 and 4. So that's why I was saying.
I was thinking he was back.
No. That's why I think.
I still like the Bucks in Game 3.
Yeah, I think the Celtics are gonna get him again. And so this is so funny is after Game 1 when Jaylen Brown played so terrible, then Game 2 he's in the gym 3 hours early. Aren't you normally there 3 hours early? Why are you?
Right.
Drew, I was confused. I'm like, bro, what? Aren't you supposed to be? I mean, you're a shooter and you're not in the gym 3 to 4 hours early.
You need to be there at about 8 a.m. getting up some shots.
I mean, seriously?
Getting taped up, getting up some more shots.
But you know what? That's that work ethic. And that's why that's the problem that I've always had. I've always had with that. So they were driving me crazy.
Right.
Okay. How about? I'm sitting here thinking, Drew. I was sitting there looking at the bracket, okay? And I'm going, okay, Miami, who do you think is a better series? Miami, Boston, Miami, Milwaukee?
Oh, Miami, Boston. Miami, Boston. That's a better series, especially with Middleton out.
Yeah, I'm liking that too, Drew. I think that Middleton's supposed to come back, I think, for Game 5 or 6.
Okay.
But still,
it might be too late.
yeah, I agree 100% with that, dude. I agree 100% with that.
I mean, if they're down 3-1, or boy, it'll be gonna be tough. Those are big games for Milwaukee and Milwaukee. They've got to win. They got to at least get a split.
Yeah, I'm with you with that. They've got to come back and they've got to get something. I agree. They've got to get a split because if Boston, but see whole thing is if Boston's scoring,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I don't see how it's going to change. If Boston is if those two boys are rolling, I don't see. I mean, unless those guys, Grayson Allen and them are knocking down threes again like they were. Like, what did he go from averaging 9 to 24, and now he's back to his old self again?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's gonna have to have a big night tonight. I mean, much as I dislike Grayson Allen, for them to win, he's gonna have to have a big night.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to get 15 points probably. But you got to figure Giannis probably gonna go for 40. I mean, he's gonna take over. He's gonna be a monster tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think that Giannis is going to be a beast. I really do. I think he's going to do what he does, but the way the Boston got those big bodies on him and not allowing him to just bogart people, which is what he does.
What's he shoot from the free throw line? What's Giannis shoot?
58? 60 something, I think.
60
something, 60s, 70s.
That's better than I thought.
Yeah. But still on top of that, I was watching Colin Cowherd the other day. And they gave him, and I'm going to give you the same thing and see who you would pick. Kareem or Giannis? In their prime. Are you there? Hello?
I lost you, buddy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give you the same questions that they gave. Yeah, you hear me?
I got you.
Hey, I'm going to give you the same questions that Colin gave, that they gave Colin. And this is, he picked opposite, okay?
All right.
Giannis or Kareem in their prime?
Oh, give me Kareem.
Giannis and KD?
Give me KD.
Giannis and Steph?
Woo! Different players, different kind of game, but that's tough right there. I might lean Giannis over Steph.
Yeah, because he does defense and offense. Okay.
Yeah. Steph's the greatest shooter in the NBA.
Yep, in history.
But
okay.
he's kind of one-dimensional.
Right.
He's not gonna lock somebody down. He's not gonna go get you 15 rebounds.
No, he's not gonna block shots. He's not gonna do any of that. No. Giannis, LeBron.
I'll take LeBron.
Giannis, Tim Duncan.
I'll take Tim Duncan.
Giannis, Kobe.
Don't even need to answer that.
No. He picked Giannis over Kobe.
What?
I was like, dude, you're high.
Dude, he just tried. He's clickbait now.
Yeah,
That's all he's trying to do.
I was like, man, come on, bro.
Giannis over Kobe.
Yeah,
come on.
You're high. Because then, of course, he was like, Kareem, no. Magic, no. Like he went down the list and Lord, no. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, come on, man.
He's always been a hater on Kobe, though.
Yeah, he's not a Kobe fan. He's not a Patrick Mahomes fan either. So he does the same thing with them. Now,
did you catch his rant the other day with Doug Gottlieb on Jordan?
Oh yeah, dude,
wow.
What was that?
I mean, Jordan didn't make other people better. Jordan wasn't an Iron Man. I'm like, dude, where were you in the 90s? Were you under a rock?
Hating. He was hating. It was like to me, like I tell people, this is how I am. Whether I like you or I don't like you is irrelevant. Either you can play or you can't.
Right.
I mean, that's me. If you can't play, I'm going to say it. If you can play, you can play. Regardless of whether I like you or don't like you or whatever. You can go or you can't. Like I don't like Westbrook. Is he good at certain things? Yes. Harden, same way. I don't like either one of them personally. But on the other side of that, can they play?
One thing you got to hand Westbrook is he goes 100%.
That's the problem with him, though, Drew. That's his problem. He goes 100.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, bro, you can't go 100% with 3 minutes to go in a playoff game. You have to go about 85.
Yeah.
You can't just go and zoom up and down the court. You know, him and Harden, this is the deal. They don't know how to switch their brains from season to playoff.
Situation basketball.
They can't switch their brains.
Yeah.
Harden is still
Westbrook has always struggled in situation basketball.
Yep, he's not a smart player. And wearing that dress the other night at the Met Gala, that'll tell you right there.
Oh my God. What in the world was that?
Dude, those people out in LA, that's what they do. They think, like we're gonna wear dresses. No. Nobody's wearing I'm not putting a damn dress on. Like my boy at Born in November, he got me a kilt. He goes, Matt, you need to wear this kilt. I was like, bro, I'm not wearing a kilt.
For Halloween? Did you say for Halloween?
No, he wants me to wear it. He wears it all. I'm like, bro, I'm not wearing a kilt. Oh, it gives you air. Bruh, I'm not wearing a kilt.
No way.
Not happening.
Ever.
That is not happening. Especially
Number one, you're not Irish.
Hey, especially, I'm not black Irish for damn sure. And then, and it had red in it.
Yeah.
Only thing red I got, bro, is my whatchamacallit shirt. I got a red USA shirt. That's it. Soccer or football, however you want to call it. Anyway, let's get into your boys, man. Your Cowboys, Drew.
All right.
Here are their picks. Round 1, number 24, they took Tyler Smith, the offensive tackle from Tulsa. The most penalized football player in college football. Goes to the most penalized team in pro football. Can you explain that one to me? I must have lost you.
Obviously, they saw something in the workout that obviously they thought was going to fit their system. That was a head scratcher. I think he's a project, probably a second round. What they had him a second, third round.
Third round, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you just never know what you see in a workout when they get him in there with the coaches, and I don't know.
Well, and then on top of that,
He's
your
got
boy
good
Jerry.
size.
Yeah, and then on top of that, your boy Jerry puts up his draft sheet on camera. Bro. Anyway, okay. Sam Williams, the edge rusher from Ole Miss at 56.
I like that pick.
Okay.
I think they could have picked him before the offensive lineman. I think he's a good pick.
He's he was all SEC. That tells you something right there.
Yeah, he can go.
The wide receiver.
And they need an edge rusher.
Yeah, bad.
They
go on the other side. Jalen Tolbert, wide receiver from Alabama, South Alabama.
Yeah, I like him too. He's got good size. He goes up and catches the ball. He's a possession receiver in the end zone, especially with Gallup being hurt. I think they had to take. They got to find somebody that they can throw the alley-oop pass to the back of the end zone. They got to find third down wide receiver.
Well, they picked up another tight end at 129, Jake Ferguson from Wisconsin. I like all players from Wisconsin if you're a skilled player.
Yeah,
running back, tight
smart.
end.
They play smart football. They block. They do all the little things.
Yep, I have zero problem with that pick, even though they had him. Some guys had him. I was like, dude, if you're from Wisconsin, I like you from Wisconsin. If you're a lineman or a tight end or a defensive safety linebacker or something like that, the cornerback's not necessarily, but the rest of them, if you're in their interior, yeah, I'm all about that. The offensive tackle from North Dakota State.
Yeah, I mean, that's just them taking needs right there. I mean, they've got. I mean, I don't really know a whole bunch about the guy. I mean, I read a little bit of his draft sheet. I mean, looks like he's another project.
Another project. And that's
he's
all
not going to come in and play right away. And if he is, he's going to get abused.
Yep. And how about this? What about the Darren Brand? I think I just lost my boy Drew. Anyway, well, that's the perfect time. Let's take a quick break. Let me see if I can get my boy Drew back on. And that's a good time for us to acknowledge my sponsors. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark. Okay, I want to take this time to acknowledge my sponsors, my boys over at Collaborative Logic. If you need anything, hit my boy Russell up over there, and because they will handle whatever needs that you might have as far as all your IT stuff.
I'm back.
Yeah, and then SRB, our guys. If you have any engineering, surveying, or anything like that, great. Oak Grove Trucking, and my boy Jose. If you have anything to haul off, and then of course my guys Max and Greg Nafee over at Nafco. Those are my peeps. So if you got anything,
Appreciate those guys.
Yes. Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And then of course, our newest sponsor, YNB. You're familiar with them, aren't you, Drew?
The bank that makes things happen. Private bank since 1912. Go say hi to Carolyn.
Yeah. You keep saying that. I'm surprised you ain't gonna say nothing about Randy. Well, you ain't saying anything about your
Randy,
uncle.
You got to set an appointment to talk to Randy.
Oh, you're hard, bro. You're hard.
Call screener.
You're bad. Anyway, but if you want to go online to qualify for any loans, go to www.ynbok.com. That's ynbok.com if you want to pre-qualify for any loans. Now, Drew, back to your Cowboy picks. Okay.
Where did we leave off at? The offensive lineman from
North Dakota? Yeah. Now we're at Darren Bland, the cornerback from Fresno.
Picking a need. I mean, they're going to.
Another project.
To me, I would have taken a cornerback in the first or second round, but.
Well, you needed an edge rusher. You needed an offensive tackle. And, of course, Tyler Smith is probably going to play guard to start out inside.
That's the linebacker from LSU, right?
Now, Damon Clark is a linebacker from LSU that had the fusion, the back fusion surgery.
They're saying that I read a few things saying that may be the steal of the draft.
Yeah, I agree 100%, bro.
Healthy.
If that guy right there, he was the best player on their team before he got hurt.
Yep.
And I think that if he can come back for that, oh, Randy goes, don't say hi to me. Oh, something is wrong with your uncle, man. He really has issues, Drew. He really, I promise you, the boy has had
grumpy
issues.
He's getting grumpy in his old age.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, we need to bring.
Guy go gets a couple new bones put in, and now he's big time.
You go. I'm not even gonna say anything, Randy. That was all him. Text Drew. Don't mess with me. But I agree with you, Damon Clark. What about John Ridgway, the defensive tackle from Arkansas? I said if you're coming from the SEC, you got to have some decent ability.
That seemed like to me that was a Jerry Jones pick right there.
Yep. How about Devin Harper, our boy from a linebacker from Oak State, man?
Yep. Like it.
I like that too.
Get a chance.
I like that too, man. I like that pick a lot. Now, I'm not going to go over the Chiefs picks because you don't want to know anything about the Chiefs. And
I follow the Chiefs. That's everybody's team up here. They and I lived in Kansas City for a while. So
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what, Drew. I have their picks up here. You talk about a team to hit a damn home run. Oh my God, they got guys everywhere. You know what I'm saying? How did they get so lucky? I mean, they got almost everybody that they wanted. They wanted Trick McDuffie, the cornerback from Washington. What did he have? No touchdowns thrown on him last year or something ridiculous. I mean, just ridiculous. What, 5 touchdowns scored on him in 3 years? Something stupid. George Karlaftis, the defensive end, Purdue, my problem with him is he's a bull rusher, but if you can't finish, this is the NFL. But unfortunately for him, he's got Frank Clark and Chris Jones, and both of them can finish. So if he's got a quarterback running from him, he might run right into 2 guys who can finish. And then also they have Ingram. They have the rights to him too, so that's good. Sky Moore, the wide receiver, I saw a thing where they were talking to Brett Veach, and Veach was like, yeah, we're watching him, and we're just talking because he's just catching everything. And then all of a sudden he drops a pass. We're like, oh, what, did he? They had to rewind it. He dropped the pass. Wow. What was it, 5? What did he have, 5 drops this year?
Mm-hmm.
Out of how many targets? It was something stupid, man. God dang. Great hands. Brian Cook, the safety from Cincy. I like that pick a lot.
Yep.
And then a Leon Chenal pick from linebacker. We talked about Wisconsin and their skill positions.
I like Chenal, too. That's a good pick.
Yep. What about Joshua Williams, the cornerback from Fayetteville State?
Don't know anything about him.
I don't either. And then you got Darian Kennard, the offensive tackle from Kentucky.
Yeah,
and
I remember him.
But the whole thing with him, Drew, is that he gained all that weight, and I think it cost him. You know what I'm saying? I think it cost him in the Senior Bowl. He came back, he was all fat. But when you win the trophy for the best offensive lineman in the SEC.
The Outland?
Yeah, the SEC. He won it. He won it for the SEC. Yeah, the best lineman. And but he.
That's saying something. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, considering that there's guys who went in front of him from the SEC. Jalen Watson, another guy. They got another cornerback from Washington State. I like the Pacheco from the running back from Rutgers. I like that kid, man. Isaiah, I like that kid a lot. And then, of course, Najee Johnson, their safety. So 7 out of their 10 were defense. Tells you something what they're trying to do right there. Don't you agree?
Well, yeah. I mean, they got offense. They got all the offense they need with Mahomes. So.
Well, and then they've added offensively that he's got Sky Moore.
Didn't add to Scotty Moore. I mean,
they got him. They got Green Bay. They added
Mahomes will make him better.
Well, they're 4-1 without Tyreek.
Yeah.
But they don't win. I don't know if they win the Buffalo game without Tyreek.
Speaking of Tyreek, you see his comments on Tua?
No, I didn't see it. What did he say?
Basically, just dogging him, saying that he didn't think he thought he was a running back, not a quarterback, the way he was throwing the ball.
Oh
yeah, it's bad. That is not gonna be a good relationship.
No. Well, did you see this? I saw this one meme. Tyreek Hill was way out. He was sitting there and he was eating a sandwich, waiting on the ball to get to him and then it falls 5 yards short. He's like, "Wow, really?" I said, "That's cold, man." He's not. You got spoiled with Mahomes, bro. You got spoiled with Mahomes, but
he's gonna see how the other half lives.
But Drew, does he really care? He has a Super Bowl.
Probably not.
He's got a chip,
paid.
And he's getting what, $70 million guaranteed or something stupid. And he's
living in Miami.
And he's at his home base from back to Florida, Miami. Does he really care? I don't think he does, Drew. I really don't.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the games tomorrow, and then we'll talk about Sunday's games. Tomorrow's games, we got the Grizz and the Warriors. We both like the Warriors in that, right?
We both like the Warriors. I like the Warriors big in that game. What's the spread?
No, I don't know what that is. That's your job.
Hold on a second, I'll tell you.
That's Drew Henthorn picks of HuskerDrewPicks.com. That ain't got nothing to do with me, homie.
Sorry about that. We can pull it up right now. Saturday. Grizzlies, Warriors, 6.5. Yeah, I knew it'd be high.
Oh,
like
6.5. That's awful
that's
high,
isn't
it?
For a playoff game.
Isn't that a lot?
And they're saying what we're saying. They think the Warriors are going to come out and pummel them.
I believe they're just going to smash them. I really do, man. I don't think that game is going to be close at all.
I think that's a night game too. Yeah, that's a night game out there. 9:30.
Yeah. And then the Celtics and Bucks. Who do you like?
I like the Bucks.
I like the
Sticking
Celtics.
with the Bucks.
I like the Celtics.
I think the Celtics get one out there. I think the Celtics can win Monday.
Well, we'll be on talking about it Monday, so that's different. Okay, tonight and Sunday, you think the Mavericks are going to win. I think the Suns are going to go up 3-0.
You think 3-0? Huh?
I think 3-0, man. I don't. The Mavs, if they win one, they got to win this one. But I think
that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I like the under in this game too. I think it gets tight.
And because I with you Monday, I think it's going to be 3-1 Sunday when we come back on the air Monday and we're talking again. I think it's 3-1. The Suns are up 3-1. Sixers Heat. I think it's 3-1. We come back Sunday.
You think Sixers get one? Huh?
I think Sixers will get one because I think if Embiid doesn't play this game, he will play Game 4.
All right, yeah. But
I think they'll get one.
I mean, is he gonna be rusty?
Nah, he'll take care of Bam. They don't have an answer for him. So, so when I go back and I look at that, that's what I think. I think the Suns will be up 3-1. I think, or they'll either be up 3-1 or 4-0. I think that Miami will either be up 3-1 or 4-0. I think the Celtics.
I'm starting to lean towards a Miami sweep, but I'm gonna see how they look tonight.
Yeah, and I think that I think it's still going to be 2-1 going into Monday. Okay. Because the Celtics do they play what? They play tonight or tomorrow?
They play tomorrow.
Okay.
They play tomorrow
and
at
Monday.
2:30, and then they play Monday
So
at 6:30.
I think it's going to be 2-1 Celtics going into Game 4. You, however, think it's going to be 2-1 Bucks going into the same Game 4. So we'll be discussing that on Monday as well, and see who came out. And then, so that's all four. That's all four things, right? Mavericks.
Right.
I think it'll be 3-1 or 4-0.
And I think my two favorite picks tonight are the under in both games.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I agree with that.
I think it goes under in both games tonight. I think it gets tight. I think the defense steps up. I think you're gonna see some teams miss some shots that they shouldn't, just because you're gonna have hands in your face and people in your jock. It's gonna be a good defensive struggle. I think in that Philly, for sure, in a Philly Heat game.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Drew, I think that the Suns will handle business with the Mavs, but I really believe Golden State will be up 2-1, if not 3-1. I think that I agree with you. They're pissed.
We both agree on that.
Yeah, they're pissed. They're pissed right now. And but like I said, I understand what Brooks was doing with the foul. I get what you're saying about the 80s rule, but to me, when the guy's up in the air, because I was telling the story the other day, the thing happened to me against Kansas. I'm going up, and this particular guy, I'll just say Dave Magley.
I thought you were going to go with Darnell Valentine.
No. He threw an elbow and knocked me into the stands and looked at me like, "What you gonna do, rookie?" I'm like, oh, "Okay, dude, I'm from the hood, bro. I grew up east side Oklahoma City. I know how to handle that, okay." And boy, when he came, I didn't mess with him in Kansas. I waited till he came to Stilly. I didn't mess with the people up in Fog Island. Hey, those people crazy in Kansas. And so Randy and I were laughing about how they were throwing stuff at us. You beat us 20. And you're throwing stuff at us? You really? And we got to come back on Tuesday, and they beat us 20 again and threw stuff at us as we were going out of the gym. But all right, brother. Well, hey, have a good weekend. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Let's reconvene on Monday.
Yeah, we'll reconvene on Monday. And send me those picks on Monday, and then we'll definitely talk about it. We'll text back and forth. And by the way, did you see Randy's text? Says the Knicks are interested in Wright. The Knicks are interested in Wright.
Hey, man, he's coming fresh off surgery. He's been in the gym.
He has not been in the gym. He has not been in the gym. You and I both know that boy has not been in no gym. Come on now. That's our dude, but he ain't been in the gym.
That's a new bar on the west side of the gym in Oklahoma City.
Is it Oklahoma City or UConn?
It's JIM, not JYM.
Oh my God! We're gonna hear y'all. It's gonna be on now. See what you start, bro. See Drew. See what you do. See, you always got to start that. I'm telling your mama. Anyway, all right, brother. I love you and peace out. Give the kids, tell the wife and family hello, and give them some kids. Tell them I love them.
Will do.
All right, brother.
Catch you later.
That was my boy Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Please go to his website anytime and check it out. And then also we'd like to, once again, we want to thank our newest sponsor, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912, the bank that makes things happen. Qualify for a loan, you can go online at www.ynbok.com, www.ynbok.com. So I want to thank you guys and our other sponsors, our guys at Collaborative Logic, SRB, Oak Grove Trucking, and, of course, my boys Greg and Max Nafee at NAFCO. So, everybody, you guys be safe out there this weekend. Have a good time. Go play some golf. Everybody's playing golf today. So, I'm excited. Wish I could play golf today, but, of course, I got a chance to spend time with y'all, and I'd much rather do that. So, everybody be safe tonight. Peace out.